Happy solstice, everybody. Today I wanted to speak words into existence on this sacred, special, immense day. I have my candle. I made it special with roses. It is bringing the radiance from within, from the all, from the nothing, from the stillness into this realm through this candle. And today for me, it feels like not even a new year, but like a new epoch of some sort, a new eon. Why not? And I do want to honor the lineage of the soul, the ancestors who I can't separate from myself, right? I just feel this tube of space. And I want to say all the way to beginning of time, but it's like I can't go there with my mind. I don't really know what that means. And I'm finding myself in that space. I don't really know what that means a lot. Right? Because it's like I'm just speaking words and then I hear myself and it's like, what does that even mean? And then I laugh. Because who cares? Oh, but why I want to speak these words as art, as passion, as a manifestation, as a celebration, um, even if these words are not precise or exact, or the meaning is being lost, it is still an acknowledgement from the present, right, to the now. And it's kind of, this energy is definitely building from the previous video, which is energy, the energetic theme of this awareness within us that has this interest at the core to also protect the body, right? Because the body was kind of there at the mercy of the heart and the mind, and the conflict between the two. The body took all the burden, the suffering, the responsibility, right? The darkness, the challenge, whatever, however we defined things. And this awareness now, I was reflecting how big it is. And it's so big because it's happening at the thought level, right? We no longer need a choice in the 3D to understand the consequences or to be able to project the consequences. The thought level alone can bring that consequence at a very knowing level. And it's kind of funny how this came about within me, and I don't think I shared this in the last video. I was having this big depression moment, and I have those, right? Depression, sorrow is just this collective wave. It's not really that personal to me, but I get caught still in those. And it was pretty bad. And the joke over the past, whatever, 6-8 months has been, oh, if I could just drink, right? And I never had an issue with alcohol. I was an occasional or a social drinker, right? But what happened about at the beginning of summer, my body started to reject alcohol. We had people over. I opened a bottle of wine, took a sip, and it was just like an immediate rejection. And I couldn't really drink after that, or if it was like whenever the body allowed me to, right? And then whatever, another couple of weeks, it rejected coffee, right? So little by little, my body was rejecting all stimulation. And the joke within me was, if I can just have a drink, right, and feel regular again. Well, a week ago or whatever, when I was going through this depression, and my thought was like, still kind of like a joke, oh, if I just could have a glass of wine, that thought showed up as violent within me. I mean, I felt it, how violent it was within me, to the point that I had to analyze what does alcohol even mean to me? Because, you know, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. It was a joke. But when I sat with that energy, I realized that the symbolism of drinking was me moving out of mindfulness into mindlessness, right? Abdicating the present. And I had no interest really to get drunk anymore. You know, I'm old, so I don't care to drink until I'm drunk. So it's like even that idea, but still the desire, right? The thought was, I want to drink to escape. I want to drink to be regular again. And that thought alone brought up so much violence within me that I wanted to reject the thought. I wanted to correct that within me to not feel the violence. And after a few days now sitting with that, I'm realizing that, holy cow, how huge this is, right? Because we have arrived at such deep level of work that we have integrated this awareness at the autonomous nervous system. We don't have to put in the work to monitor our thoughts, to monitor the behavior, to monitor the responses, right? The choice is so far into pre-manifestation that we have the luxury of correcting these thoughts before they become material, or before they become a situation. And that to me was huge. So first, not only that it's so far ahead, but it is happening automatic. That was mind-blowing for me. And with this awareness that is present now within the body, we are moving in this space of luxury, because even if our mind and our emotions have elevated into mindfulness, now it's time for that body, right? That mindfulness now is coming so rapidly to protect the body and to bring it into a state of luxury that it rejects this reality that we have defined. And for me, the way it's showing up, it's a denial. It's a I don't want to participate any longer in the mundane or in the less worthy activity. I'd rather be bored, right? I'd rather be with myself, because that is a higher reality, a higher experience than participate in something mediocre. And with that rejection, right? But we're denying it at such a level that, like, we are denying, or for me, at least this is how it's showing up in me, right? I'm literally denying what brings up violence within me, or the this yuck. This is yuck. No, 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 no. I just bought a cup with I dissent. It's like, yes, this is totally me, because I'm no longer making choices within that. I'm no longer wanting to compromise within a consciousness, a reality that is not worthy of my energetic signature. And I no longer have to analyze and think about it. It is so integrated within the nervous system. I mean, it's still new, but I am very aware of it, right? So now it gets to be playing out, but I see it on a daily basis, and I get to say, no, I don't belong there. This is a no. I mean, and it's such a no that I'm no longer making a choice, because I'm no longer a toddler. You know, when my kids were young, the choices when it was bedtime was, do you want this pajama and this book, or different pajamas or the other book? But you're going to bed. That is not a choice. That was for them to choose from, right? And the same, it's like, oh yeah, that trick. I used to do that trick with my kids, and reality is constantly playing this trick with me. But hold on, I'm catching on. No. I'm seeing the choices within the limitation, and I'd rather be bored, right? Than for me, at least, right? For you, whatever, make your own choice. But this is where I am at, is that until reality levels up to me, I no longer participate in that. And this is what this energy of the solstice feels like to me. It feels like this huge ending of a video game. Of course, we are starting a different video game, but because we are in the avatar, we're in the body. But this video game is about no longer getting lost in the role, in the identity that the avatar wants to participate, right? And so the choices in that are at a different caliber, at a different level. And what we called challenges in the old video game are no longer the same challenges in this game. They're I'm sure there's going to be levels, and I'm sure there's going to be unfoldings that are unimaginable at this point. But the suffering that has been unnecessary is done. It is no longer necessary. So the challenge is sort of within our capability, and it's in the sense of the game, right? It's like, that was actually a fun challenge. So we probably need a new word. We probably need lots of words that that will describe this new reality in a more appropriate way, with more connotations that are, with a more precise meaning, I think, because the awareness is now at such precision, right? Um, and that's why we can detect the violence within the thought, right? Before, it was probably there, but we were so not sensitive that we would have to physically feel it on our skin. We had to feel the violence within to say, oh, okay, that is violence. And it's not to say that we no longer we're going to deflect all fires. No, I think the fires are going to continue, but instead of, dealing with the fire by, going fully in and then working on the third degree, second degree, first degree burns, it's always like we can never catch up because we're always, whatever fire we put out, we have to heal from that, right? And now the fire comes along, and without even thinking, because we already know at the thought level, I don't have to assess, I don't have to physically check it out, right? I immediately go to my PPE. I put on my protective, personal protective equipment. I use caution and care, and I can put that fire out without incurring damage, right? Or if it's damage, if it is minimal, it is you know kind of accidental, minimal, detached, right? Um, it is not so overtaking us. It is not trauma. And from this place, it's like somehow we can advance. Of course, if we're already here, the challenges are no longer to prove yourself, right? Because you know who you are. So it's like I don't need a challenge to prove my self-worth to God or to myself, or I don't exactly know who we prove or we felt like we need to prove ourselves to. But these challenges are going to be more like, that was fun. It's like thrill. It's a game. And I'm sitting at this, I don't want to say doorway, because I'm definitely in this new energy. It's like I'm in the new space, yet I can still feel the draft. There's a draft that's coming and very cold from this other world. But it's definitely behind me, and I'm I don't even know how to. It's like I'm not even grateful. I'm so here that already that thing didn't even exist. We'll see tomorrow. I guess we'll see once these solstice energies kind of, die down. But I'm really hoping that there's nothing to integrate, right? There's not this passing, because we're literally into a different space. And the other epoch, eon, it is so far behind, because it's like we're traveling light years, right? So it's like, even though it was yesterday in calendar days, and really for me, it was maybe like 3-4 days. I've been in this portal. And now that the solstice is here, it's like the solstice closed the screen door, because I can feel the draft coming, but I'm good where I'm at. And I just wanted to I don't and it's weird. It's like it's so real that it's like, did I really wanted to bring this into existence? No, I don't need this video to bring to speak it into existence. It's like I just wanted to share that it's here. And celebrate. Let's see if the body wants us to drink. And we're drinking. Maybe we're going to literally change the wine now to celebrate the taste. We're using it truly as a ceremonial drink, but not to alter and not to move into mindlessness or whatever. I really don't feel like drinking. Even as I say it, it's like, ugh, I'm done. Before I start, it's even done. Feel it with me. Celebrate with me, because it's such a space where I don't even feel like speaking anymore. You know, when I think it was Tolstoy, it's like happy families are all pretty much the same. And even with happy cards, right? Or happy anything, it's like, how much can you speak about happiness? It's like, you can't. You speak a little bit and then it's just like, you know, either dancing or you're doing it, you're in it. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to fractal it. You're in it. And that is the fullness. As soon as you speak it, you're now cheaping it, the moment, right? But with unfortunate families, unfortunate events, bad cards, you can talk about those forever. So we have, I feel like I have arrived at this place where it's like, I don't know what to say anymore. And I kind of don't want to speak anymore because I'm cheapening the moment. And so I invite you to take this moment, if you find this video on the solstice, after, whenever. It can be any day, can be your solstice, right? Because the sun that we're talking about is within the cell. It is from nothing that a radiance is coming through. We're done alchemizing. We're done taking available energy from the translation and, you know, making something else out of it. The abundance is so available that we can literally grab it from the nothing, and we are so close to that nothing that we're just literally grabbing the radiance and we're bringing it out through the cell of the body, through the black hole within. So this sun and the galactic sun and this candle and whatever flame we are presented with is just a representation of the radiance that, see, does not even have to manifest in light wave. It is once it's coming through the cell, but it can come through sun, as in the Three of Wands, right? This virtue, this radiance, this recognition, this the 11, the 22, the 33, the 44s, you know? It's this type of stuff that we are in. And so from my heart to yours, my radiance shines on your radiance. And I am bathing in your radiance. Thank you so much. I will see you around.